Wouldn't it be great if student loans became less of a regularity or altogether a thing of the past? I believe this to be possible, as according to Forbes, most schools are recognizing that the growth in the sticker price of college needs to be moderated, and more are recognizing that new pricing strategies are required. We can most definitely all agree that a more affordable tuition would allow for more educational and financial benefits for those of us who are just starting out in life. Colleges charging a ridiculous amount of money for an education should not be allowed, especially for young adults who are just starting off with budgeting and saving money, which is why possible solutions should be discussed. Today, we will be discussing the problems surrounding high tuition costs, several factors that have all led to this issue, and some possible solutions that could hopefully put an end to this educational problem. First, let's start off with discussing the problems surrounding this issue. Several factors have made it difficult for colleges to lower tuition, as college tuition has become unaffordable for a good amount of people who seek higher education. The cost associated with getting a degree has increased exponentially, as according to Forbes, the average cost of attending a four-year college or university has risen by 497% between the 1985 to 86 and 2017 to 18 academic years, more than twice the rate of inflation. By looking at this graph, it's clear to see that the average price of college tuition, which is the blue, has trended higher historically than that of inflation. Because of this high cost increase, student loans have become an unfortunate necessity among many students to be able to achieve their academic goals. Not only this, but the rising cost of tuition has led to an estimated total of nearly $1.75 trillion in student loan debt, according to Student Loan Hero. This large debt number is crippling our students' future opportunities and their overall economy by delaying students' financial goals down the road, such as buying a house or starting a business. Next, let's talk about what's causing this problem in the first place. Several factors have made it difficult for colleges to lower tuition prices, as not only are students facing financial struggles, but colleges are as well. Prior to 3 decades ago, college tuition accounted for a quarter of college revenue, while local governments provided the rest. Yet today, college tuition accounts for half of college revenue, while local governments only provide the other half. According to CNBC, over the last decade, deep cuts in state funding for higher education have contributed to significant tuition increases and pushed more of the cost on college on students. Another factor affecting tuition prices is an increase in demand for education. As the number of students attending colleges nationwide increases, the colleges will have to raise tuition prices to be able to house, feed, and teach a growing number of students. Lastly, let's discuss some possible solutions that could hopefully put an end to this issue. One strategy could be to reduce the amount of time it takes students to be able to achieve an education. A great way of doing this is to offer students more opportunities to receive college credit for completing coursework while in high school, which will then decrease demand. Another strategy colleges could use to lower tuition would be if they reduce the amount of spending on luxury campus amenities, such as movie theaters or luxury gyms. Yet another unnecessarily large spending area is administrative staff, as according to Eagle magazine, administrative staff now make up over half of higher education's payroll cost. In the meantime, spending on instructional faculty members has remained stagnant, even decreasing in some institutions. Lastly, another solution could be to utilize technology more, as colleges could offer students low-cost digital textbooks and can promote online learning by giving students greater access to this style of education. Now that we've gone over some problems and causes surrounding a higher tuition cost, as well as several solutions, let's go over what we've learned today. Today we've discussed how a higher tuition cost is putting a large amount of American citizens in debt, how several factors have all led to this issue, and several solutions that could hopefully put an end to this educational problem. Overall, I would highly encourage you to make your voice heard by contacting local colleges and universities to advocate for a change in policy. With enough students expressing their personal concerns surrounding high tuition costs, college officials will hopefully recognize that something needs to be done to take the burden of debt off the shoulders of their students. Thank you. I'll ask you.